What building a gym means to me is it's from a couple different aspects. One is the practical and the logistical piece of it, which right now we are constrained by having to rent facilities from other churches and other places that we can, none of which are particularly close to our school here. And that's a daily issue of trying to get kids from school to practices, to games, things like that. But even within that, it is the setup and the tear down of the facilities, which has to take place on a daily basis because we're using someone else's building. For our fans that come to our home games, they have basically 2 rows to choose from to sit on the sidelines, and that's all we have. And so the opportunity for people to come and support our teams is limited because of that. When we welcome visiting teams to our gym, to our home games, we take them and we unlock a storage closet door and we say, here's your locker room. And it's filled with all kinds of things that the church has to store there. That's what they use it for. But that is what we have available to our visiting teams. And I had a coach friend say to me, do you do this on purpose? And of course we don't. We want to show great sportsmanship and hospitality towards other teams, but we don't have the locker room space. Same is true for our team. We're often put in the kitchen, and that's our space that we have available to us to use as a locker room. So it's not just the gym, it's some of those other spaces that are ancillary to that, but they're important as part of having athletic teams and being on an athletic team. I think the other part that is equally as important is the characteristics that we're trying to develop in our athletes. And for many of us, we have made that transition. We've gone from renting a home to owning a home, and the joy and the responsibility that comes whenever you own something. I think for our athletes to take ownership of this facility and what that would mean to them and the responsibility that comes with that. As I was saying before about visiting teams that come that we play games against, many of them don't have any idea what Veritas Academy is even about because they've never been here. They've only ever been to a rented church that we play in where we host our home games. So for them, and you really, when you go to sports games, when you go to other schools, you get a sense of what the school is about. I think that's a huge piece that's missing for Veritas because when people don't know even where we're located or what we're about, it just changes. They don't have a sense of what we're trying to instill in our students who are here. The true, the good, the beautiful, all of those things that we want to put on display. And so that's when I say that it gives us an opportunity to be a good steward of all that God has given to us. I know I just can't wait for the day that we can stand on our own home court and just say, thanks be to God for all that He has given to Veritas Academy. It will change the way that we relate to the community and how we relate to each other.
I want a new gym because we can finally have home games.
Because we'll have more space and we won't be crammed in anymore.
I'm excited to have senior night and pep rallies.
We can host our own games.
I'm excited for the new gym because we can just have a gym at Veritas, so it's easy to access other than the gym at Bick, which takes like 15 minutes to drive to.
Having space to have lots of different activities and have different games going on at one time so that I have more involvement and more participation. Because some of my classes right now, I have a lot of students and it's hard to do all the fun things that we want to do in this space. And especially being the basketball coach, it will be lovely to have a real size, legit basketball court to actually practice in and to cheer for, right guys?
We have more space to run and we can watch from the risers when big kids play.
I'm excited because I think having a new gym will make it a really good atmosphere and lots of people can come and it'll just be really great for all our sports teams to have so much support.
I'm really excited for all the fans to be able to come and there to be a big student section and get really hyped.
Yes.
I'm really excited to have home games for volleyball.
I'm super excited to have way more space.
It'll be a perfect place for us to practice volleyball, soccer, and we'll be able to stay in our own building.
I want a gym because then we don't have to go on a bus every day after school to get to our practice spot.
I'm gonna like the new gym because we can have home games and I can dunk on the new rims.
Because it has the hardwood floors and it's nicer.
The gym won't be so slippery and dusty.
Better games and it won't be as slippy.
We'll have bleachers so you don't have to sit on the floor. When kids are doing activities, sometimes you can't really do them because there's not that much space. So fun for everybody to have fun, and also that you know how there's more kids getting in school, that means that there's going to be a lot more grandparents, so we're going to need to have lots more space. When the big kids use the gym, we can use it too because it's going to be bigger.